Hey everyone,
Hello.
how's everyone going?
Pretty
Good, you?
good. Pretty good.
That's good to hear, that's good to hear. Let me move the screen out the way. Alright,
How's
let's
there?
get... Everything's going good, guys. Everything's going good. Update me. Let's see. Perfect. Another call is joining. Everyone's slowly joining. Perfect. 5 in the call. Awesome. Marks, Daniel, Santiago, Lance. Awesome. All right. Let's jump into it. I guess we'll just sort of start. Anyone want to start by either sharing any questions or any issues or update me on their progress? I guess feel free to say me and you guys could just start. Anyone want to volunteer or should I pick?
Um, I guess I'm gonna start. So, as you know, the virus thing is going on, so I didn't really have much time to work on my store. But, I think really focus on just looking for products, and I think I really found like a good list of it. So when things calm down, I could just launch it. So I
Perfect.
don't know, is that a good process?
Yeah, so I have a module that literally goes over coronavirus and my thoughts, but I'm going to share my thoughts again. So as of right now, AliExpress is actually on. Like they're working, they're back together, things are pretty stable and they're actually shipping things out and AliExpress is actually working right now and all the suppliers are coming back together. So what I recommend to be doing is testing products right now. So when things are much better, you can scale with ease. Now, you want to be testing products every single day, and when you find a winner, that's when you go ahead and reach out to the supplier and be like, hey, I'm going to be probably making more orders. I'm selling 1 or 2 units or 3 or 5 units per day of this product. How's shipping? How's things on your end? Can you go ahead and fulfill this item? So you want to test everything as normal because the coronavirus is actually pretty stable in China now. So you go ahead and just do drop shipping as normal. But the only difference is when you find a winning product that's making sales, you want to go ahead and confirm with the supplier that they can actually fulfill them and provide decent amount of shipping time. Now, when it comes to drop shipping, Facebook ads, all this stuff in the current coronavirus time, people are locked at home and people are actually spending more time online and more money online. So now's the best time to go ahead and advertise because everyone's spending money online. And two, a lot of
Right.
advertisers that sell things that they, for example, maybe people who own brands, all their goods are coming in 1 month delayed just because of the Chinese New Year and when the coronavirus was bad, now they have no products and they can't advertise. And as a result, there's much less advertisers on Facebook. So CPMs are much cheaper. So not only are you going to get more people that want to buy, but you're going to be paying less for Facebook ads. So now that is the best time to advertise and you don't want to wait till a few months time.
Right. Thank you. I got
Perfect.
another question. So you talk about like a shipping time. What's the appropriate shipping time? Because I know there's some shippers out there that has your perfect product that you want, and their shipping time is like 2 months down the line or 3 months down the line. What's the perfect one that, as you as a buyer, if you were looking at it, what do you expect to be shipped?
So as a buyer, I'd like an item in 2 days if possible. But with drop shipping, it's going to take few weeks. Now, people are willing to wait that time if the product is good and if you have a good customer service. And that's sort of why I give you guys my customer service template on how I go ahead and deal with customers and how I go ahead and let them know about the long shipping times. So you want to focus on finding a winning product. Long shipping times is okay during the testing phase because you're only dealing with 1 or 2 orders for each one of your products. And those customers, there's just 1 or 2 customers and you could refund them if they're not happy. But when you scale, that's when you want to go ahead and worry about shipping times and get it faster, talk to other suppliers and negotiate faster shipping times. But before you have a winning product, that's the last thing you want to worry about.
Okay. Thank you.
Perfect. Who wants to go next?
Oh, God.
All right, Mark.
Um, I think my biggest question at this point is I'm testing probably 3 to 4 products a day, getting all the ads together, putting them on the website, and then ads. So kind of getting stuck with, I mean, my budget allows me to test quickly and, you know, within a 2-day period. So, and the case is with, I've tested about 8 products so far. I'm getting normally 2 sales within the first 6 hours. And then it just sort of completely, and that's only on one ad set normally. So one ad set, we get about 2 sales within 6 hours. And then, so I've let them all run for about 2 days, 2 to 3 days. But then nothing happens after that. So should I just be like not bother making more interests and moving on, or should I be trying to expand interests and upping the budget on them to see if it can scale up anymore, or should I just be moving on completely to another product?
Perfect. So what's happening is if you only get 1 sale in 1 or 2 out of 6 of your ad sets, that means your product isn't really a winner. It's a pretty good product, but it's not a winning level product that's going to be profitable and make you some money. So that just shows that you have a pretty good eye mark that nearly all your products get 1 or 2 sales. That actually allows you to test for free. So right now you're actually doing free product tests. You're running ads, you're getting 1 or 2 sales, so you get to test for free. So you're getting closer. So you have to keep going down the path you're going, keep slowly improving, and then you're going to find a product that 2 to 6 of the ad sets will get a sale. So to answer your question, yes, you should move on to the next product and stick to KPIs and kill things. And 2, you should not go ahead and horizontally scale and launch new interests if the product hasn't gotten probably more than 5 sales. And you don't want to double any budgets unless that ad set itself has gotten more than 3 sales. So stick to the rules that are provided in the course and just sort of don't have any self-doubt and keep pushing, because you're actually in the right path. The fact that you're able to get 1 or 2 sales on every single product you launch, you're better than most, because a lot of people, when they start, they're getting 0 sales on their first 10 products. So you're on the right path. You have to keep pushing in that path, and you're going to eventually find something that will get a bunch of sales straight away.
And would you allow, when you find that winner that, you know, gets 3+ sales on 3+, is that normally within a 1 to 3 day period that happens?
Yes.
Yeah, that's really all I needed to know, I think.
Awesome.
At the moment, it's just
keep pushing, you're on the right path. And that's where I come in. I'm here to tell you that you're actually going the right direction. You just have to keep pushing and don't have any doubts, because I'm taking the doubt from you.
Yeah. All right, cool. Yeah.
Awesome. Who's next? Santiago?
I think someone else spoke first before.
Perfect.
Andy, I'm Sachin. Actually, I'm not at the right place to video call, so I'm turned off my video actually.
Awesome.
So
how's everything, Sachin?
It's good. It's doing pretty well right now. So yesterday I've launched a campaign on a product. I've sent you some details of that product. And and is it the right time, like coronavirus is going up, and people are in their houses, but whether they'll buy the normal products like we are used to test, like watches and all. I got 50 to 60 products right now on my list. Is it like good for me right now to test those products, because people are more concerned about the coronavirus thing? They only getting towards the thing which they really need. So is it worthwhile to test those products right now?
So what do you mean by both products? Do you mean drop shipping products that are hot and trendy, and health products when it comes to like masks and sanitizers? Is that what you mean by that?
Yeah, masks, health products, and they're stuck in their house, so daily use products.
Awesome. So I'm going to save you a lot of time, and I'm going to tell you not to test any corona-related products, because that's going to get you banned. Facebook is going to ban people who sell masks, anything to do with sanitizers, any masks, you're gonna get banned, so you can't test those things. So that just leaves you with the normal, trendy, everyday dropshipping items. And people actually, they're at home. They want to do more cooking. They want to play. They want to have toys. So they actually want trendy, viral, interesting products today.
But actually, I've launched a product which is actually not indirectly related to that Corona thing, and it's working well right now. And I don't know, I'm getting cheaper purchases, like for $5, $6. So should I continue with that, or will my account will get banned or not?
If it's not related to coronavirus and you're not sort of taking advantage of the situation in Facebook's term, keep pushing it, stick to KPIs, wait till you get 3 purchases per ad set before you double the budget, wait till you get more than 5 purchases in your campaign before you go ahead and launch new interest, and stick to the formula and scale with that.
Okay. And I want to know about the rating system. I'm not able to actually rate the products. So I've seen all of your videos and you were rating like 7.5, 7.25 and 6.25. So I'm not able to get that, how to rate those products.
Perfect. So do you want to share your screen now and show me the products that you want me to rate?
Sure.
And then when it comes to rating products, the best way is to just literally watch all the product critique videos. There's a lot of product critique videos, and if you watch me critique 200 products, you're going to be able to rate products on your own. But let's do it live with everyone now.
Okay, so can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
The bad here in India actually. The internet is not working. People are at their own homes, they're using it. So
there's a lot of static on your end section for some reason.
Okay.
So this product is a 6 out of 10. But let's watch the video. If the video is very good, that might increase it. Okay, so this is like a 5.5 out of 10. Oh, maybe 5.75. 5.75. It looks very nice. So the reason I put it that, because yes, this should be a product that you can sort of test because it looks very luxurious. The price point is very cheap. It's at $12.49. So this is a very affordable price. You could easily sell this for like $49.99, $39.99, and people would want to buy it because it looks like there's diamonds in it. So you can literally be like this woman's diamond quartz golden watch, price it at $39.99, and it could do pretty well. But the reason why I rated it pretty low, like below 6, is because this isn't really a need or viral product. So that's why it's rated at 5.75 to 6.
Okay, so okay.
Awesome. So let's play the video. Okay, there's a good video. Okay, so you just simply pull it, chops fast, scissors you just put into there. This is a good, and the price point, very cheap. Like I like that it's $8.57. This is like a nice 6.5 out of 10, 6.75. And the reason why I rate it, because it's a very neat product, it solves a problem. But the reason why I didn't rate it higher is because there's been a lot of sort of similar products to this already, and two, sort of a bit chunky. People wouldn't have space to put this in their kitchen, and it's just like a sharpener. It's not something too out of the box, but still pretty interesting. But as you can see, using the product recommended strategy number 3, those side recommended products are very interesting. You know, the handle, that's a very good product. It's more smaller.
It's a similar one.
It's more portable. That is probably higher rated. This is probably like 6.75.
I've chosen this, but actually there is no scissor sharpener in this one, so I thought it would be a better alternative. Because it has 3 heads to sharp the knife, and along with that there is a scissor sharpener.
Yeah, but it looks less interesting. It looks like a box. While the other one is this cool handle. This one is like 6.5. The one that you're going to open up is like a 6.75. So those are the rating for those 2 products.
This one.
Yeah. And this probably has an interesting video as well.
I've researched about it. Both of the products are like good, but I've seen 2-3 ads, and nobody's running those ads. Like on those ads, like 500 to 700 views only. Yeah.
Pardon? I can't hear your question. There's a lot of static on your end.
I've researched about these ads on Facebook, and there are 2-3 videos on this, but like they have 500 to 700 views only.
Yeah, so if you want to know if a product is saturated or not, I have a few videos that actually show you how to check if a product is saturated. But using one of the strategies, as you can see, there's 400 reviews and 700 orders. So all these orders are most likely from people that are shopping on AliExpress, and it's not from dropshippers. Awesome. Let's go over the last product you have before we give another student a turn. Oh wow, this looks interesting.
Yeah, it's cheaper, and it's got 2 features, like a light on the side, and like 2 variants, a light on the side and a light in the front, actually.
So what is different about this compared to a torch?
Actually, it's an LED torch. There's no difference. That it's an USB torch actually. It's very short in height, and you can easily get this within your pocket, and you don't have to like get a big one, like not even.
5.5 like, out of 10.
Very
Perfect. Any other questions before? Actually, let me talk to Daniel and Santiago, and I'll come back to you after I talk to them section. How does that sound?
Sure.
Awesome. Perfect. So excuse the rain, guys. There's a bit of rain. Hopefully you guys don't hear it. But Santiago, yeah, perfect.
Yeah, all right. So can you hear me? Because here is 3 a.m. So I'm just trying to speak not too loud.
Thank you so much for waking up early, Santiago.
Yeah.
Next time I'll schedule these like 2 hours later.
Okay. Yeah. It's okay. I can wake up in the morning. So, all right. My question was similar to the last one, and was about what if I just test like compatible, I don't know how to explain that, like products which are maybe better for this timing, like training or home entertainment products. Will that be like a valid thing to do?
Yes, so yes, that will be valid, and no, you won't get banned. So what I'll do if I sold like maybe a projector, or maybe I sold a toy that kept babies entertained, I'll go ahead and have some ad copy, something like, now is the best time to watch the movies you love on a wide screen. See, I don't use any coronavirus, I don't use COVID, I don't have any of those words, but this triggers people and it gets them to purchase, because that's what they need. They want entertainment today. So that's how I go ahead and pick products as well as advertise those products. And when it comes to products, you're on the right track when it comes to entertainment.
Okay, let me send, if I can find the copy in the chat, because I had write a copy like 1 week ago or something. So I'll send it here. Oh, it's so long. No, let me better send the link. Is it right? Is it okay?
Yeah, or you could share your screen and we could read it on your screen. Anything works.
Okay, we can do that. All right, can you see my screen now?
Yes, I can.
Okay, it's the first time I do that. Okay, that's my web page.
Awesome.
So I changed some things after watching your videos, but anyway, it's still being a little bit long. So in some part it says something like it's a win-win solution for parents in this quarantine, and like that.
So maybe use the thesaurus to find another word for quarantine.
Okay.
But you could write something like a win-win solution for stay-at-home families, or for being at home, or something like that. So you don't want to use the word directly, but yeah, it would work. I think the only critique is, your first sentence, maybe make an extra space before the next image. I think the image is like touching the words above it, so make a space below, yeah.
I just delete some parts there yesterday before go to sleep, so I just leave it like that.
Yeah. But yeah, any other inquiries, or how has everything been, Santiago?
No, because I just going through all the videos, so I didn't want to like select products before watching all the critique videos, so I'm doing that.
That's good. That's awesome
Not for
to hear.
now.
Perfect. Okay, let's go to Daniel. So Daniel, you could turn on your mic.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right. I have a couple of questions. What's the best strategy to do when it comes to scaling? Let's say doubling budget or like duplicate the ad set. I think I already asked you that, but I want more like details on it.
Got it. So when you mean duplicating, do you mean duplicating and changing the interests?
Exactly.
So horizontal versus vertical.
Exactly.
Perfect. So I do both. So the rule is if an ad set gets 3 sales, I double the budget. Now if the campaign as a whole gets more than 5 purchases, probably 2 or 3 of the ad sets have 1 or 2 purchases each, then I go ahead and horizontally scale and I add more interest. So both of these methods are independent.
Okay, does it matter if, let's say that I don't get 3 sales today, but let's say in 2 or 3 days after, can I double it or do I duplicate it?
So when you get 2 or 3 sales in one ad set, preferably, no matter if it's in 1 day, 2 days, 5 days, you double the budget from 5 to 10. Now, if your campaign as a whole, over 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 days, reaches 5 plus purchases, a few of your ad sets have sales, whether it is 5 sell in one ad set or 5 sales split between 4 or 3 ad sets, then you go ahead and horizontally scale.
Okay,
so you can
I
actually
think
do both at once and independently.
Okay, because the last time I asked you about that question, I think I made a mistake by just duplicating the ad set, not doubling it. And then after a few days, it didn't get any like more sales if you want.
Yeah, do you want to share your screen and show me your ad account and we could go through it and break it down? Up to you.
Yeah, I'll show it to you. Give me a second. Oops, wrong button. Okay, give me a second. I'll just put it here. Share screen. There we go. You see it?
Perfect. I can see it.
So this was actually sunglasses, because I took a chance and try to sell sunglasses because, you know, summer's coming and it's spring. So I took a chance and tried to sell it, and it worked, right? So
Nice.
those are my ad sets. So
Beautiful.
these ones are 001s, and these ones are the one I scaled. So
Okay.
here's the results.
So 1, show me the current budget set at each, and 2, show me remove the active delivery so I could see the other ad sets as well.
Here it is. So what else do you want to see?
The budgets that you currently set for each one. Do you have a budget column?
No, but everything is at $5 per day.
Okay, so what's your current break-even point?
For this one is, let me check here, is $21.95.
Perfect. So that means for your ad set with 3 purchases, the vintage one, that one's profitable. You could go ahead and wait till the end of the night, as close as you can get to 12 a.m. and double the budget to $10 or $10.01.
Got it.
And then when it comes to horizontally scale, you did the correct thing where 4 of your ad sets got sales. So you got a total of 7. So you went ahead and launched other interests that are similar. And yeah, that's correct. So where you're at now is you have sort of 2 options. What I would do is, this doesn't look like a big winner or anything. So I wouldn't go ahead and launch like a few more interests, and I wouldn't horizontally scale anymore just because you got 7 purchases, you already tested 8 ad sets. I wouldn't go ahead and launch more ad sets. What I'll do is I'll sort of let everything run and sort of start killing all the ad sets once they hit $21 and they don't have a second purchase, or they hit like $25 and they haven't gotten the second purchase. I'll kill the Bohemian style once that hits break-even point, and then in a week's time, if this trims down to just like vintage on its own, then I'll let it slowly die out. But on the other hand, if in a week's time you start getting more and more purchases and you're able to keep doubling budgets on sunglasses and vintage clothing, then I'll go ahead and maybe horizontally scale and launch more ad sets.
And every time that you launch more ad sets, always 2, right?
It doesn't have to be. You can do it 1 at a time, 1 per day. If this product looks like it's not too good, I wouldn't mind launching 1 new interest per day. But if it had more sales, cost per purchase were much cheaper. In this case, your average cost per purchase is $18.11 at the bottom. I wouldn't launch like 2 or 3 new interests every day.
Okay, and when you launch other interests, on which ad set do you base on?
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and usually duplicate the ad set with the most sales. So in this case, I'll duplicate vintage and go ahead and find the most related one. If I've done that already, I'll probably go ahead and duplicate sunglasses for the most related one. Now, if I've already done that and vintage continues to get more sales in 2 or 3 days, and now vintage is at say 6 purchases, I'll go ahead and duplicate vintage and find the second top suggested interest.
Got it. And I have another question. Like, let's say for like my website, if you check their product details, is that correct? Like simple and everything?
Yeah. So this is very nice and simple, and you know, a lot of people question if simple ad copies work. As you can see, you got 7 purchases with this very, very simple product detail, so the formula works. Now, what I can do to improve it is I would probably break up the features, gendered, and colors. So rather than having features, metal frame, sunglasses, stylish, 100 UV protection, I'll probably have like a nice paragraph being like, these are super high quality metal frame glasses, very stylish in today's trend, plus you get 100% UV protection. So rather than have it as like a dot point or sections, I'll go ahead and create a paragraph out of it. Furthermore, this is unisex and it comes in 9 different colors. So I'd probably create a nicer description like that, but I wouldn't go any more longer. If you want, maybe you could go ahead and add in some images into your product details, but stick with what currently works. This is currently working, so you don't want to change it too much. You want to just keep making small tweaks, and if all of a sudden you see your purchases go down, wait 2 or 3 days. If it still stays down, then untweak what you did.
Got it. All right. And when it comes to, let's say you have like, because today and yesterday has been like slow days for me. I haven't got any much sales. Is it something to do with like Facebook algorithm?
Yeah, so today's a Tuesday and Monday, and it's known on Tuesday and Mondays things are slower. So that's one of the reasons. 2, have you been still testing every day?
Yeah, I've been testing since the Corona thing. I've been testing 1 product every day. I'm like at 20 products right now.
Wow. I'm very happy to hear that you have 20 products. Congratulations. That's very good stuff. Keep it up.
Thank you.
So when things slow down, maybe you're in a slump and the products you're picking right now just aren't good. People go through ups and downs, but you go through an up and down upwards, because even though if you start picking good products, you still sort of have dips, and it goes up, dips and ups. And the reason it goes up is because you're learning to pick better products and do better targeting. But even though it goes up, there's still dips in it. So maybe you're just at a dip as well. It's a numbers game.
Okay, cool. So I just have to like find better products and just keep testing, right?
Correct. You're on the right path, man. Good job. I'm very happy to hear that you tested 20 products. That's very good, Daniel. Keep it up, man.
Thank you.
Awesome. So let's bring it back around to Lance. So Lance, you could go ahead and let me know if you have any questions. You still there, Lance? Okay, Lance.
Hello?
Yes, perfect.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so I want to talk about some testing products too. So I've been testing a few products, but I stopped a little bit. And I was wondering, so I've been watching the videos that you posted. They're pretty helpful. And it talked about, like, you know, I'm on a budget, so I'm going to test with more budget KPIs. So I want to talk about, like, days length. So when I'm testing a product, do I go on, like, I put on, like, test 1 product a day, and I keep it on for 4 days? Or is it, like, past break-even point and I cut it? So what do I... KPIs. So if I'm tasting a product and, like, say my break-even point is like $20, and if, like, it goes above it and I'm not getting, like, a lot of views and stuff, I cut it, right? So we're not going off of, like, keep it on for 4 days or whatever, right?
We're going off the cost per click KPI or cost per view content, cost per add to cart KPIs, and the cost per purchase KPI.
Okay, all right, awesome, thank you.
So what would happen is, if your cost per clicks are super expensive on day 1, you could technically kill the whole campaign within the first 12 hours if all 6 ad sets have very expensive clicks. Now, if they have cheap clicks, but they have pretty expensive add to cart, then you could probably kill the whole campaign in like 2 days. Now, if you have cheap clicks and cheap add to carts, but you're not getting purchases, then you'll probably have to run it till break-even point, which is 3 to 4 days. So each product can either run from 12 hours to 4 days before you kill it.
Okay, thank you. Hold on, I'm writing this down. Okay, thank you.
Awesome, Lance. Any other questions before I bring it to Sachin? Any
it's
other
pretty
questions,
interesting. Actually, after Satchan, I have, like, this whole awesome slide that we could review products.
Perfect. Let's do it then. we'll do it after the whole rotation again. There should be enough time. But Sakchan, you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Awesome. I think it was actually Mark's turn, but I forgot. But yeah, Sakchan, you could go. Any other questions that you wanted to ask that we couldn't go over?
Yeah, I've been testing your first strategy, and I'm getting a lot of clicks, add to carts from third world country, but like no purchases. People are doing checkouts and all. So will it affect my pixel or not? My data, Facebook data.
So
Like
are you optimizing for purchase?
I mean, like, yeah, I'm optimizing for purchase.
So if you're optimizing for purchase, Facebook should look for people that are willing to purchase. So if they're getting you traffic from third world countries, that just means for whatever reason they think that there's some purchases in those countries. You might get purchases from India. I get purchases from India, Brazil, Vietnam. They just send my ads there because they know people who purchase in those countries. So it doesn't affect your ad account. And worldwide targeting works. Let Facebook do its job and don't sort of doubt it if you see traffic going to cheaper countries.
Okay, and I mean, I'll test like 10 to 20 products, and on the same pixel, will it affect the pixel and data will like match or not?
Yeah. So if you're testing 20,
I'm selling.
are you asking will the data be a problem if you test 20 different products? Is that your question?
Yeah.
So the simple answer is no. Having a general store where you test a bunch of different products, it doesn't really affect your data. Remember, Pixel only optimizes when you get a lot of purchases. But during testing phase, your first 20 products, you're probably only going to get like 10 to 30 purchases through those 20 sort of testing products. 30 purchases can't drive your pixel to a certain niche.
Okay.
And that's why we go ahead and scale with one product stores once you find a winning product.
Okay, because I know that I talked to James. I had a conversation with him, so you should be sector data, pixel data, and all. So I was just deconfirming that something.
Yeah. Any other questions before we move to Mark?
No, I have this. Let's go with the rotation and
I couldn't hear that section. Could you repeat it?
Let's go with the rotation.
Okay,
I have
awesome.
a rotation on YouTube.
Perfect. Awesome. Mark. I think it was supposed to be your turn, but I got the order out of... so yeah. Mark? I think you have to unmute your mic. Perfect.
There we go.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I got out of the way, but would I be able to just share my screen? I'll get you to look at my ad account so far.
Yes,
I'll just
you
get your
can.
opinion on what you...
Perfect. While you're loading that up, let me quickly refill my water bottle.
Yeah.
So where in the world are you guys at? I'm from California, and it sucks.
Australia.
Australia, nice.
Not worse than India.
How about you, Daniel?
Canada, man.
Nice. How about you, Santiago?
I'm from Argentina, but living in Denmark now.
Denmark.
That's awesome,
Alright.
guys. I'm from Sydney, Australia. Very diverse. I like this group.
We're all from every corner of the world.
Yeah. Alright, so let's jump straight into it. Mark, you could cross out the camera pop-up so it'll be less distracting. If you cross it, the call should still work.
Is it gone?
Yep, I could see it. Awesome. So you've tested 7 products. You're keeping to the template. Very good job. you're putting in the break-even point so it's easy and clear. I guess the first suggestion, try to get above $15 break-even point, because it's very hard to be profitable with $15 in break-even point.
Yeah.
Two, pretty good stuff. Like, 4 out of 7 campaigns gotten purchases. So you're on the right track, which is pretty good.
The first one of the older campaigns, which is this one, the acupressure mat here. So it got 2 purchases on 1 ad set in the first 12 hours, and nothing has happened since. So
perfect. So let's do analysis on it. So the first question is, is your ad account in Australian dollars or USD?
Australian.
So, and is your break-even point in USD or Australian?
Australian.
Oh, so your break-even point is $15 Australian.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's even worse. You want to make sure at least 15 USD. And given the currency drop, your break-even point is currently like 10 USD.
Yeah.
But let's go into this campaign. So it looks like you horizontally scaled very, very early. You've gotten 10 ad sets very, very fast. And I guess this is something that I guess Daniel can relate to. So you don't want to go ahead and launch a lot of interest, because this would happen, Daniel. You'll go ahead and be spending a lot of money. In this case, you've spent $76 in total for a product that has not been proven with multiple purchases. But if you're on a budget, this is how you get results fast. And if you have a taste, like usually you want to wait till 5 purchases to really go full on like this. But what you can do now is just sort of, you have to stick to KPIs. You have to wait till all these individual ad sets hit either their add to cart is too expensive, so you could kill them early, or you have to let them run to break even point. But if you're really gung-ho and you really can tell that this product isn't going to pop off, you could just kill the whole campaign. What I would do is, since I have the budget, I'll probably just run it out just to know that this is a product I no longer want to test, because I know it doesn't work for sure. That's what I would do. But if you're on a budget, probably shut off the campaign now, just because your cost per purchase is like nearly at $40, and just sort of tell yourself that this product is not worth testing again, and sort of rule it out, even though you don't have even enough data to rule it out. What you could do, and if you go with that method, kill everything but meditation ad set. Keep the meditation ad set going, so you could actually turn it back on quickly before any optimization changes, and just turn off all the ad sets and leave the one with 2 purchases on, because who knows, that might get more purchases. Right now it's profitable.
And then seems wow. It's been running for nearly 3 days. It got those 2 purchases on the first day, and then it hasn't done anything since. It's just stopped.
Yeah.
Oh god, this is
as you horizontally scale and have more ad sets, it just takes longer for you to really kill it and sort of really give it a proper test.
Yeah.
But yeah, the meditation one might come back and sort of cover all the ad spend for the other one. Now the bad thing is, if the meditation kills it, you're gonna be a bit confused for when, like, how to launch more interest, because you just closed all these interests. So if this does pop off, just start by just doubling the budget on the meditation ad set, and then go ahead and duplicate it and test similar interests related to meditation, and probably just horizontal scale with 1 extra ad set per day or every 2 days. Don't launch another 5 instantly. So you could slowly build it up, and eventually you could retest these ad sets that you've turned off and give it another fair test if this pops off.
Okay. So I'll keep letting it run like that, and then I think I'll do the same with this one. um, which this is the exact same situation here. It's got 2 purchases in the one ad, $5.40 per purchase.
You horizontal scale a bit too fast.
Yeah, yeah, I am. I think
Um,
I did that like last night, so
yeah, same answer.
yeah.
By the way, this call
I'm just
will
gonna
be
cut that.
automatically posted on the... Actually, is it gonna be? Let me see. Okay, we're not already... I'll upload this to the group so everyone can re-watch it afterwards as well.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Cool.
Thank you.
And then these 2 up here, these booty bands and the back corrector, I only launched this morning. So it's doing all right so far. But
Perfect. So I guess the final tips is 1, get much higher break-even points, at least 15 USD. 2, don't horizontally scale too early, and sort of really re-watch the advice I gave to Daniel when it came to when to vertical scale, when to horizontally scale. But we could look into these ad sets if you like, or any other questions.
I think that's all I really needed to know. Really, yeah, that's all. Pretty happy with that. So
Perfect. Santiago.
Okay, I have 2 questions. So, at the testing phase, I haven't watched your videos, but I want to be sure just now. Should I increase the budget in the same ad set, or just duplicate that one? Like, because what I have done before was just duplicate the good assets. Like, yeah, you understand me, I think. And some people say like you're competing with yourself, and some people say I don't know,
Yeah,
stuff.
so when you get to the Facebook module, we go super in depth in that question.
Right.
But the short answer is we edit the budget. And I think I go over the reasoning why. But would you guys want to know the reason why we edit versus duplicate, or has it been pretty clear? If you want, I can re-go over it now.
Yeah, I think clarification would,
Perfect. So the reason why I like to edit the budget versus duplicate is because to reach $10,000 a day, you don't have hundreds of $5 ad sets. You have one ad set that is at like $2,000 a day budget. You have a bunch of other ad sets at $100 a day budget, $500 a day budget, and that's how you reach 10K days. You don't have hundreds of small $5 ad sets. Now, by sort of diversifying, that's sort of what you're doing by duplicating. You're diversifying. And diversification doesn't really allow you to get success long term. Yes, you'll get success short term because Facebook likes to give you purchases when you have $5 cheap ad sets. You'll get more sales in the short term, but it's not a long term play. Now, when we hit $250 budget, as you see in the course, at $250 budget, we then go from editing to duplicating. If we go ahead and edit all the way to 250, we want to preserve that ad set, and we don't want to edit it to 500 and kill it. So go ahead and duplicate it to 500. And at high budgets, duplication works because a $500 brand new ad set, that's enough of a budget for it to collect data and optimize that day. So that's why we switch to the duplicating method once you get to $250 plus. So that's the theory.
Got it. Perfect. All right. And I have another question. It's what's about selling cheaper products or selling like just for getting customers and then remarket them with masks or like high converted products for this moment.
Perfect.
Like hand sanitizers or something.
Yeah, so always go with what you can make money on the front end. Or like you don't want to do the free plus shipping or do something where you make a loss on the front end and try to make money on the back end. Always try to be profitable on the front end, have at least $15 to $20 profit margin. When it comes to low/high ticket items, both has pros and cons. Do you guys want me to sort of explain high ticket versus low ticket? Okay, perfect. So low ticket is good. It's easier to get sales, less profit margin. So that's sort of what you're looking at for low ticket. High ticket, harder to get sales, but you get more of a profit margin. Now, both balance out. So they're both like equal. So how do you pick what you should go? The answer is you don't pick. You just go ahead, use the product research method. If the product is hot, test it. If you scroll through and you find this expensive product and it looks cool, sell it. If you see a cheap product that's low end and it's cool, sell it. Don't look at a product and be like, I shouldn't sell this is because it's low ticket, or I shouldn't sell this because it's high ticket. Sell it because it's a hot, interesting product that matches our criteria.
All right, perfect. Thank you.
Awesome. Daniel.
So my question was actually for the high ticket and the low ticket products. When you say you have because I rewatch your videos when you said to look for the pricing method, but I didn't see anything like, let's say, above like $50 or anything. How do you like choose what price to price to? Because let's say, because right here I have a drone. It's just an example. I just went on AliExpress really quick. Let's say a drone usually goes up to like $100-$200, depends on the model or the features, right? Like this one has a camera on it, and on AliExpress it's only like $30-$40, but I'm pretty sure these ones can sell like $100 or something. How do you decide on the pricing?
Perfect. So give me 3 or 4 examples of products and their price on AliExpress, and I'll tell you how much I'll sell it based on gut feeling. And if you give me 3-4 different examples, maybe someone could put together like an Excel sheet and maybe formalize it. But yeah,
okay,
throw me a few examples.
I have some here. I'm just gonna share my screen. Give me a second. Here. Up here. Oops. All right, let's say this one. It's like I can play the video if you want.
Okay, I think I got the idea of it, so it should be fine.
Yeah, it's a motorcycle, but it can fly, and it's like 42 US.
$99.99. Actually, I could either sell it for $70.99. I'll sum it up to $80. But when you guys sell it minus 1 cent and make it $79.99, but I'll sell this either from $180 all the way up to $120. That's the range. But since it's 40, yeah, I'd be happy at selling it at $80. I wouldn't go as the lowest I would go is maybe $70.
Okay, and let's say like this one was the drone at $30. I think the camera makes the price difference. Perfect.
So which model do you want to pick?
And I have another question. When you pick the items too, let's say like 480p and 1080p. Of course, this one is better. Like, do you make price difference on your store too?
So you can. What I like to do is I like to keep it as simple as possible and only offer one variant. Now, when the product becomes a winner, then I'll go ahead and add all these different variants and I price differ them and give the customer an option. But I'll only do that once the product is proven to be a winner. If not, I just sell the standard, probably 1080p option.
Got it. And let's say if you want to sell like this one, the 4K one, that's like the best. And it's at 42.
Probably like 80, exactly the same, because it's at the same price point as the previous item. So when it's around $40, I like to sell it around $70 to $90 if it's at 40. So I like to have at least a $30 to $40 profit margin if the product costs $42.
And what about, let's say this one, it's like higher pricing. I think it's like the same concept, but I don't know, for some reason it's like 92.
Yeah, So this is a good example. I like how you're giving me different price points. So this one I'll probably sell anywhere from 150 the lowest, but I'll probably aim for like 160, 170, all the way up to 200. And 200 would be probably too high. Probably the best you could get it up to is like 190, 180, 999. So basically 150, 160 to 190.
Okay, and let's say if you put it like 190 and you see like you have like some add to carts but not sales, would you like go and edit the price and bump it down, or what would you do?
I would not. I'll let the tests go as usual, and if it didn't work at that price, I'll move to the next product.
Got it.
Because if you change the price, then you have to do the test all over again to really get a true test on the performance.
Okay, cool. I think this one was the same one as the other one.
Okay, this is a different price point. So $60. So if it's around $60, I'll probably sell this for $99.99, so 100 to 130. And that's a good image. That's a good video. That's a very good video.
Yeah.
Like selling this for $99.99 could kill it, or even $89.99, because it's a good product at a good price. To really sell drones, you need to offer price pain. Make it so cheap that they cannot not buy it.
Yeah. Okay, got it. I think that's everything I have for you right now.
Awesome, guys. So I have roughly like 3 minutes left before I have another pretty important meeting. I guess we could either open it up. Anyone could just sort of throw questions. I guess if we go through the whole rotation again, it might be unfair because some people might be at the end and they won't get a chance to talk. So I could throw out, you guys could just throw out questions, but I'm more than happy to, I could leave the call in 3 minutes, keep the call active so you guys could network and ask questions as well. I'm also down for that. But yeah, throw questions. Sachin, it's super hard to hear you, Sachin.
I have a question.
I can't hear you, Sachin. It's super hard. For some reason, super static.
Now can you hear me?
Better.
Hello.
Much better.
Yeah. Yesterday I ordered from AliExpress. These two, I fulfilled the order, but I chose e-packet, okay, as a shipping shipping method. But the seller, what he is, he gave the order and to standard shipping. So what to do for this?
So
I have
you
chosen
cut out
that
again,
e-packet,
Sachin.
but what he has.
But I'll predict your question. It was like,
Hello.
should you pick e-packet or should you pick AliExpress standard shipping? So what I like to do is I like to usually go.
No.
I can't hear you, Sachin.
Let me share my screen.
Anyone else got any other questions? Because I got 1 minute left before I have to leave.
I think leaving the call open while you leave is pretty cool. And I got one more question. So, you know that question you said earlier, e-packet versus standard shipping, AliExpress standard shipping. Can you explain that?
Yeah. So what I like to pick is I usually like to pick a match of speed and time. So, for example, if you have e-packet at $3 and you have Ali at $1, I'll probably go ahead with Ali, even though it's like 1 to 2 weeks slower, because I'm saving $2 whole on every single order. Now, if the price is $2.50 and $2, I'll probably pay the extra 50% to get 1 or 2 weeks of faster shipping. So I don't really discriminate between either options because both has tracking, both are pretty stable. It all comes to shipping time versus price. I'm willing to pay 50 cents extra to get faster shipping by 1 or 2 weeks. But I wouldn't be willing to pay an extra $1.50 to get faster shipping that is 1 or 2 weeks faster. So that's sort of my range and how I pick. Does that answer the question, Lance?
Yeah, I think it did. Thank you.
Awesome, guys. So you guys, I think you guys should stay in the call. I don't know how to leave it without ending it. But yeah, keep me updated. I'm very happy with this. I think we got a lot of value. I'll be reposting this, as well as, keep me updated in the group chat. Message me if you have any questions whatsoever. I'll be adding this back into the program so you guys can rewatch this. But yeah, I'm excited to hear everyone progress next month, and keep me updated, guys. Talk soon, guys.
Okay.